Hello everyone, it's Julie Hutchison here from Think, Be, Do Leadership. Just having a drink there. It's day 2 of Team on Fire, understanding what it takes to grow your team and lead your team. And the reason why we are talking about this today is because we're going to be doing the whole month of growing your team to grow your business. So what we're talking about here is, how do I get my team on fire? How do I go from sluggish to from okay to absolutely on fire, on point, everybody working together, nobody arguing over everything, and the leaders leading and everybody else being part of that team, so that you are productive and profitable in your business. Because if you want to grow, that's what's going to have to happen, because you can't do it all yourself. We know that, don't we? So as the leader, we want to look at, well, what does it actually take to lead your team? So if you're watching this live on a Saturday, then well done you. And if you're not, then you're watching on replay, then please put hashtag replay if you're going to make a comment, so I know that you're there. And so, look, I put the picture on there of a little girl pulling that dog along, because I think sometimes that's how leaders end up behaving in a way. Not everybody, but what we're trying to do is, like, we have these great ideas and we want all this stuff, and we end up trying to pull everybody where we want to go. And actually, we don't need to pull anybody. What we need to do is to go from can't do, won't do, or don't do, as in they can't do what you want them to do, or they won't do because they choose not to, or they just don't seem to do what you want them to do, and they don't seem to be part and believe in what you're doing. Take that to go to wants to, does do it, and really can do it. And what we want to do is change the way that we show up, so that our leadership means that they want to be part of what we're doing. They want us to be part of it, and they're able to do whatever it is we want them to do, and they come up with their own ideas. They're confident, they're capable, and that means that you haven't got to lead them where you think you want to go, because they're going to go themselves. They're going to take us with them. Maybe they'll come up with their own ideas. And that's the way in which people become confident and capable is through exactly that, is us giving them the direction and the focus, the confidence to be able to do exactly that. And I just want to talk you through that. What we want is excited people. We want enabled people. We want engaged people, excited for where you're trying to take them. Yeah. So they know, like, this is where we're going and this is what we're trying to do. And they're like bought into that. We want them engaged, not just engaged with, oh, I want to go there, but I'm engaged with you as a person. And that's why, if somebody's in your business and they don't do things, and they won't do things, or they can't do things, we've got to ask ourselves the question, 3 questions actually. Are they excited? Are they engaged? And are they enabled? In other words, excited for what I'm trying to get to do, my business. Are they engaged with you? In other words, do they want to be there? Do they want to sit next to you? Do they want to work with you, or the leaders in your business? This goes through the whole business. Yeah. So excited and engaged, and then enabled. How are you enabling them? Or are you actually disabling them? So there are the 3 things that we really want to do. And over the course of this month, what we're going to do is we're going to delve into those, because when you have people that are excited for the cause that you're running for, whatever it might be making Mars bars, or it might be making widgets, it doesn't matter. But they're excited for what you're trying to achieve, and they understand what you believe in, and they understand how you're trying to get there. And they're like, yep, I get that. I'm going to go with that. When you get that, and then you get people who want to be with you, and they're engaged, and they're like, yep, we're part of a team, and they feel confident and capable to actually do the thing that you want them to do, then what you end up with is commitment, collaboration, and confidence. Commitment to what you're trying to do, collaboration to work with each other, work with you and all the rest of the team, and confidence in themselves to get the job done. Now, remember, as a leader, what we're trying to do is help people make big decisions, not big decisions, but good decisions. Yeah. Because we shouldn't be making all the decisions ourselves. We want them to make the decisions so that we can focus on the things we should be working on. Yeah. So when we have commitment, collaboration, and confidence, then at that point, we can step back and say, I trust you to do whatever it is that we need to do. I trust you to take things forward in my business. I trust you to make good decisions in line with the mission that I'm on, in line with the other people in the team, and in line with what we're actually trying to achieve. And therefore, it changes everything. You don't have to drag people. You don't have to lead with a lead, if you know what I mean. You're leading because you're inspiring people to go where you are trying to go. They want to come with you. But the question is how do you do that then? Well, how do you get people excited, engaged, and enabled? How do you get them to be committed and to be collaborative and to have confidence? And that's there are 9 accelerators that we work on to make that happen in our programs. And I want to spend this month 10 minutes a day working on each one of those areas so that you get a really good rounded understanding of, well, what do I have to practically do to make this happen in my business? Because it's no good just talking, on a cloud about leadership and this is what it's all about, because that's just not going to work. You can get a qualification, you can go on a course, and you can do all of that stuff, but unless you actually practically apply the principles and the practices of being a good leader, being not just thinking it but actually being it, then you will not have the impact that you want. So what I want to do for you is to work through that so that you are thinking in the way in which I'm going to be able to excite, engage, and enable the people in your team. And if you have a team of people that you need to rely on to be leaders within your business, then we need to cascade that down to them so that they can take that even further with their teams, because it's no good with you having the skills to be a leader if you don't have that leadership capability in your business. Because as your business is growing, then yeah, you could be a great leader, but if they're all creating disengaged people and are not collaborative and they're causing conflict left, right, and center, or they're not clear about where we're all going, then they're just going to confuse people. And you know what happens to confused people, confused or fed up or whatever it's going to be. They're going to do nothing, or they're going to show up. It's going to be presenteeism, and you're not going to get what you want out of it. So we've got to not just work on ourselves, but we've got to work on our second line leaders to make sure that they are stepping up to the plate as well. Okay, so first of all, today, the only thing I want to talk about today, once I've talked about all of that stuff, is one of those elements that we need to do in creating commitment. And I touched on it a little bit, and that is, where are we going? Okay, so that's the very first thing. Like, what are we trying to achieve? Because imagine this: you go in on holiday and you say to your husband, wife, partner, whatever it might be, darling, I've got you a holiday. In fact, I'm looking at booking a holiday at the moment. I've got a holiday. What's the first question that somebody would say to you, or your partner would say to you? Like, where are we going? Yeah. Now, some people are like, I don't care where I'm going. Not many. As long as it's with you, darling, I don't really care. But some people will be like, yeah, that's fine. But most people, the first question out of their mouth will be, where are we going? And you can't pack even for a holiday if you don't know where you're going. So let's say we're looking at going to Poland. Well, Poland's going to be cold in the winter. Yeah. But I think, but the Canary Islands is going to be a lot warmer. So I'm not going to pack my bikini to go to Poland. And equally, I'm not going to pack my snowsuit to go to the Canary Islands. So if we want people to feel enthusiastic about going to on holiday with us, or go where we want to go in our business, then we need to know where we're going, because they need to be able to prepare their mind and or their bikini so that they can come with us. And that's the biggest issue, is that often we're asking people to do more, to do things, but we don't tell them why are we doing it and where are we trying to get to. And so what happens is that our team are confused as to why they're doing what they're doing, or they're just doing it because it's a thing they do. We do that because that's how we've always done it, and we don't ask questions, and we don't really feel excited about where we're trying to go, because we don't know where it is, because nobody's told us. And I see this in action a lot when I say to people, what's the vision, what's the mission of your business, and they say, oh, hang on, I've got my business plan in my drawer. And it's not about your business plan, although it will be on there, but it's not about your business plan. It's about, how do you communicate this to people in your business? Because if hopefully you know it, but not everybody really is clear about that. But if you know it and nobody else knows it, how are they supposed to follow you? They're not going to follow you. So the first thing we have to do is we have to make sure that people know where we're going and that they want to go there too. So going back to my holiday thing, if you say you're going to Poland and your partner thinks they're going on a beach holiday, they're not going to be happy. They might not want to come with you. But you need people in your business that want to go to Poland with you. Why have I chosen Poland? I don't know. So this is the very, very first thing, is how clear are you on where you're going and how well do you communicate that across the whole of your business. That's my dog trying to get into the door, by the way. So I might have to go because she's going to knock the door down in a minute. She doesn't like to not be with me. So remember, we're looking to excite, enable, and engage people so that they are committed, they're collaborative, and they are confident in what they need to do. And the first thing we need to do is make sure that we know where we're going so that they know where they're going, so that they can choose to come with us. Okay, that's enough for a Saturday. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow for day 3 of Team on Fire, understanding what it takes to be a leader.